Alrighty, so the fellers and fellettes over at SPELAB have been kind enough to send me a billet diff cover for my drift car. So I'm gonna put it on today. I've had it for a couple weeks. As you can tell, it's dusty. I opened the box because I have to open every box that shows up. And but we're gonna put it on. As you can see, she's open and already welded the diff, so that's good to go. Before y'all start hating on the car and how dingy it is underneath, you know what? It's a race car. It's gonna get wrecked at some point. Look at my big wang. Anyways, we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, ready to put on. Now, if y'all want to know the easiest hack to having a perfectly sealed diff every time, Motorcraft RTV stuff is the best. Swear to God, like it could fill the holes in our border. It's so good. All right, now that you've got your silicone and a perfect bead around the perimeter of the diff cover, what you're gonna want to do is wait about 5 minutes for that stuff to tack up a little bit, so that way it doesn't just moosh everywhere, and you'll be good to go. Slap that sucker on there. Now that you give it a couple minutes to tack up, and you got your ratchet with your Allen wrench and everything, and put them bolts in, you're ready to send that sucker on there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to attempt to put that on with a time lapse, but then you're going to realize you can't get the diff cover to fit between the sway bar and the diff, so you're going to have to take the whole sway bar out, or like I'm probably going to do, I'm going to wedge a 2x4 in there and bend it down. Alright, you've successfully done it, and somehow stopped the bolt at the perfect point that the sway bar didn't hit the floor. So, now you put your diff cover on. Definitely not your third attempt. Alright, now that you got all your bolts in there and they're snug, you're going to want to torque them. Now, obviously, nobody uses a torque wrench unless you're like building motors, but that ain't no motor, that dang it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to give it about, I don't really go by ugga-duggas, you know, that's the typical torque rating, but I usually go by, so like, you know, that's up right there, and then I usually go for the, that's time. Now this diff cover does have the main cap supports on it, so you got to tighten them down, and you'll be pretty much set to go win yourself a race, because obviously a piece of billet on a race car makes it a full-blown race car. So we got a couple billet diff cover because we fancy like that. Just like that, billet diff cover. Look at that. There you go. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, shout out to SPELAB for sending me the diff cover. And I actually needed a diff cover. They just happened to hit me up and saying they had one. So, worked out good, and it looks pretty nice. So, we'll see how it holds up. I don't see that it should have any issues, but we shall see.